Today we're going to be replacing the handlebars in a Liberty Trike, and in order to do that we're going to do a couple of things. First we'll unplug the accessory cable, the 9-pin 3-to-1 cable that goes up to the brakes, the throttle, the LCD. Once that guy is unplugged, we can remove the brake cable, the mechanical cable, from its cable anchor. In order to do that, you've got to turn the barrel adjuster and its lock nut until the split lines up with the split in the body of the brake lever, and then you can pull on the housing and pull it forward and pivot it out of the anchor in the lever. Now, in some cases, if your brake cable is adjusted fairly tight, you won't have enough slack in the cable to do it up there, in which case you need to loosen the anchor for the cable down on the pivot on the brake caliper. That uses a 5mm Allen wrench, and you just give that a couple of turns until the cable is loose, and then you'll have enough slack in the cable that you can remove it up top. You also have a second barrel adjuster on the caliper that you can use for adjusting the cable. If you loosen it down here, you'll need to readjust the brake cable when you're done, and we'll show you how to do that in a second. Once you get it loose, you can undo the frame hinge, the clamp on the handlebar stem, and you pop the handlebars out. We've got the new set of handlebars. You'll just do the same thing in reverse. Slide the bars in, straighten them up, close the clamp. When you're plugging in the 9-pin 3-to-1 accessory cable, you need to line up the arrows on either side as you plug them in. So you'll find this arrow, you'll find the matching arrow on the female plug, and you'll push it straight in without any twisting. You just line the arrows up and push it straight in. You can take your mechanical cable and put it back in the brake anchor. Pull the lever open, pivot the anchor into the body of the lever, put the housing in place, and then you usually want to close the split up. So Ryan's turned the lock nut a couple of turns to make sure that the split is closed, and now he's going to readjust the brakes here to get them about right. The main idea is to take most of the slack out of the cable, and then we'll double check our work in a second. You only need to do this if you had to loosen it when you started. If you didn't have to loosen it at all, then you're pretty much done at this point. So Ryan watched as he adjusted the lever to make sure that he has minimal clearance around the brake pads. Clearance looks okay. The wheel turns freely, and then you can fine-tune the cable tension using the barrel adjuster up here, counterclockwise to tighten or clockwise to loosen, and then making sure that the split is closed up when you're done. And then you've got your handlebars back in.